Hiya. I can hear myself a little bit. Let's see. Oh, hiya, Donna. Thank you very much. It is indeed my birthday. And I'm probably not giving too much away by saying that the discount on the shop reflects my age, but in reverse. Although next year I'm not going to do 35% off, so it just happened to be work with today's age. Hi Amanda, hi Jan. Let me know if you can all hear me okay. I can hear myself slightly, which is a bit off-putting, but as long as you can hear me, then that is fine. Oh, hi Rachel, hi Liz, hi Ellie. Oh, thank you for joining me this evening, everyone. Hi Karen. Hi, Carola. Oh, great. It's lovely to see the gang in. Steph, hiya. Hope you all had a good day. I haven't done anything particularly special for my birthday. I've just been laser cutting stencils ready for Doncaster Crafting Live on this weekend. So I'm just trying to get stock ready. So I don't know when I'll get a chance to have any kind of celebration at all. So having this evening with yourselves, and a hot chocolate and a bit of crafting. It's as rock and roll as we get at my age. Have you got reverb, Cherry? I don't know. If I mess around, I don't think I should have any problem on the, oh, have you got lots of feedback? Bear with me. Is that any better? I'm trying to muck around with the sound to see if I can avoid the feedback. Oh, thank you, Jan. That's very kind. Hi, Sue. Yeah, I'm just waiting for. Hiya, Sue again. Another. Is it slightly echoey? I don't know what's causing it this evening. Because I've got everything plugged in and the mic on. I wonder if I try taking the mic off. You can hear it now. I'm waiting for Mr. G to come back in the room because he said he was going to check that the sound was okay and he'd come back in if it wasn't working. So I'm assuming wherever he is, he's checking in on me. You couldn't before, but you can now, Liz. Very odd. Very odd. It's saying on headphones. I'm not on mute though. It doesn't seem to. I can't mute it on the iPad. It sounds fine to you, Sue. That's because it's all the way over to Canada, isn't it? You just can't hear the feedback over there. You're getting an echo as well, Donna. Oh, that's no good, is it? You don't need to hear me twice. Just give me 1 second, because I'll have to just go and see if I can wake Mr. G up and get him to just come and check the sound. Yeah, you probably can just hear me from down the road, Karen. Well, it's interesting though that for some people I'm echoing, others I'm not. But I'll get Mr. G just to check on my settings. So be prepared, everyone. He'll probably be quite grumpy. I'm only gone for 10 seconds. Echo and feedback. Not everybody's got echo and feedback. So, but it doesn't look like it's muted properly.
That's what that's for.
Oh, do you think so? Stu's trying to sort things out on my desk, but everything's such a mess. You can't fiddle with the wires. It's not me. Sue reckons it's not me. And Maz can hear me. And you said I was alright when you were checking. Well, look, I'm just going to get going, everyone. Because I don't want to take up all your evening talking about my audio difficulties. Got plenty of other ailments I could share with you. Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, just double check. So yeah, tonight I thought we'd do a bit of a fun journal page. Oh, I'll throw myself with the sound issue. Let's say, in terms of it being a birthday live, I wanted just to kind of push the boat out a little bit in terms of giveaways and treats for you all, particularly given you kind of take the time out to come and join me on the lives. So tonight, and Rachel is already tuned in, and is going to be keeping a beady eye out for comments. Tonight I was going to give two £25 gift vouchers to the shop, and I will also give this is 4 giveaways in total, not all to the same 2 people, so 2 vouchers and 2 of these A5 stamp sets, because these are our new old stamps. And what by that I mean is that these are old favourites that have been out of stock for a long time and were amongst the most frequently requested for back in stock. So I've got some limited back in stock. So just in case you haven't seen the newsletter, I've got 2 amazing Zinsky art stamp sets. This chatty bar is perfect for the summer. I just love it with cocktails and really fun sentiments. And the Delightful Divas, again, great personalities and characters from Eleanor, as always. So we've got that pair, will go to one person. And then I've got my beautiful architectural stamp set. This is beautiful. This is what I'm going to use tonight on our journal page. And that's just gorgeous images, really fine lines, but really kind of unusual. They're kind of like blueprint images. They've got the kind of draftsman's lines on them. And Musings, which is a set I put together with just a kind of varied range of different types of texts and backgrounds and kind of elements that you can use to really kind of build your pages. So I thought those pairs went quite nicely together. So just to repeat, 2 £25 gift vouchers for people who like, share, comment tonight, and 1 each of this pair to another 2 winners. And then after the live, because not everyone can tune in live and not everyone's kind of around at the same time, I will give another 2 £25 gift vouchers away for comments that are left. I probably won't announce winners until Monday when we're back from the show. So any comments and kind of views that happen over the weekend will be in with the chance of winning the 2 £25 vouchers. So I hope that all makes sense, and that you like the back in stock, because I'm conscious that as a brand, Funky Fossil is growing, and I get lots of back in stock requests, I think quite often from new customers who are just discovering us and discovering our range, and they see some of the older designs like, oh, I love it. But obviously I have to wait until there's a sufficient volume of demand for me to get new stock made of this stamp. So as I say, and actually these 2 are flying out in terms of retailers as well. So I don't have many of these left already, but again, if they literally go within a few days, then I will get some more made. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Yeah, so for those of you who kind of look back through old stock, do take the time to click notify me, because I am going to get some more of the frequently requested older stamp sets. I'll just probably do them in chunks as we go through. So these are the first 4 that I've done, and I wanted just to let you know about them, particularly if you have never seen them before. Right. So they're the giveaways. I've got my hot chocolate. in my amazing Andy Skinner mug, which you can't see because obviously it's full of hot chocolate, so I don't want to show it you, but it's a gorgeous mug. And let's get creating. And thank you for all your kind wishes, and thank you for your comments on Facebook, etc. today. It really does brighten my day to know that you're all tuned in and wishing me well. And I do appreciate you all for kind of supporting me and wishing me a happy birthday. What does Amanda blow her chances on? So, I am going to use some Lindy sprays, partly because Amanda, one of our regular viewers, has bought some off the shop, and I thought it would be great to see you use them live in a demo. So I am going to use some of these, which I haven't used much, the Moon Shadow Mists from Lindy's, and this is like this one's called Buccaneer Bay Blue. I can't remember which one you got, Amanda. But these are gorgeous because they've got a kind of almost like a sepia or slightly grungy undertone. So they're not just like rainbow colours, they've got a bit of kind of depth to them. So the ones I've got on my desk today are Buccaneer Bay Blue, Long John Silver, which is really, I love this one. It does have a kind of sepia undertone to it. And this one I haven't used at all yet, but it's still in that same Moon Shadow Mist range. It's called Golden Doubloons. So we'll see how we get on. I don't know why I got this out first because it's not what I'm going to use. I've got a background already prepped, but I will be doing this from scratch as well. I just wanted to try the Stamperia crackle paste in gold because I've had it for a while, but I haven't used it yet. So I thought, I'd try it on this background, so I'd have one dry ready to spray if we need it. And you probably can't see the crackle as yet, but when we start using sprays on it, I'm hoping that crackle will start to kind of really become more prominent. But let's start with the blank page, and let's start from the beginning. So this is my journal, Pink Pig journal, and I've only done 3 layouts in it so far. These are 3 layouts I've done with all of you in different lives. That was the last one with the Dancer and Flow collection. That will be, hi Nunu, that will be at Doncaster with me, that collection. I'm doing a live show on the Create and Craft stage on Sunday. And I'm going to be bringing this collection to the show, to TV, and to obviously to Doncaster. And also those of you who were at Stamps by Me's fabulous open day on Sunday, I will be bringing the bears, the Berry Merry Christmas bears, to the show on Sunday as well. So if you can't make Doncaster, do tune into Craft Extra if you can get it. Because you'll find me live there at 11 o'clock doing demos with both the dancers and the bears. So I'm going to work on a separate piece of paper as I typically do, but in the Pink Pig journals, as some of you will know, it is already kind of like a mixed media, kind of, I think it's more of a mixed media than a watercolour cardstock because it's very smooth. And then I use loose Pink Pig paper when I'm doing my layouts, so then I can stick them back in. So let's get some stamping done. Oh, aren't those papers gorgeous, Donna? Yeah, liquid ink. I'm just going under my desk. Yeah, they're stunning. So these will be at Doncaster. But yeah, these kind of alcohol ink backgrounds. I mean, they're not just for using with the Flow collection, but they are just beautiful. I think anybody who was in Wakefield on Sunday saw them. Why does your hubby not want to listen to me, Steph? He sounds like my hubby. You don't want to listen to me either. So yeah, these are gorgeous papers. So they'll be with me in Doncaster. Of course, they're on the shop. You've got your 25% discount today, so you can always get one of those because I see me using those lots and lots. Right, let's get architectural out and let's do a bit of background stamping and just build up some interest on this journal page. Now I'm going to be using my sprays, so a lot of what I'm about to do now will probably get covered by the sprays, but it's always nice to have a little bit of stamping, I think, anyway, down on the surface, because you never know what's going to show through and where the eye will land, or there'll be gaps in the colour. So it's nice to have something as your first layer. Oh, Donna, they're not strokeable, they're very usable. Did you see the papers on Sunday, Amanda? I can't remember whether you did. I don't think I used them when I was demoing. So this is the beautiful kind of circular element from this architectural stamp set. And you can see I'm stamping it in the medieval blue from VersaFine Claire. Obviously beautiful fine artwork, line art. And also I'm going to go with quite a lot of blues, because obviously Amanda likes her blues. So as I'm doing this one on request, I thought I ought to go with her favourite colour. So given I'm going to be using lots of blues in this layout, the fact that I'm not using black as the base layer will hopefully mean it all works together well. Jane, you got distracted. Well, now's the perfect time, because you can get them with 25% off, so it'll be cheaper than Sunday. So that might have been a lucky distraction. Oh, what you like, Donna? I know. 2 paths. So again, I'm really just being fairly random with my stamping here. I'm just, again, wanting to know that I've got some elements primarily around the edge, because that's probably where the colour will fade out a little bit if I'm using sprays and I don't end up covering the whole layout, which is very possible. Trying to kind of cluster the stamping. Now, it doesn't matter whether or not this is perfect, because, as I say, it's going to be well underneath lots of other bits and bobs, but I do struggle to let go of trying to get a good stamped image. So these are nice. I think these work nicely together with the kind of the curves, and you can see I'm typically working in threes. I'm typically trying to group the stamping, but a lot of this won't really matter an awful lot by the time we get to the end. I'm using with Dictionary Stain from our Olga. Any of the stains would work great for this. This again is just going to give me a nice broken edge around the edge. Getting that fly away from my hot chocolate. So have you all had a good day? Any news? Anything exciting? Oh, have you done that, Ali? That's a good idea, adding a bit of extra foiling. I haven't tried that. So I do love these stain stamps, because they're just so, the scale of them is just lovely. And again, it won't really matter whether they're right way up, don't want to overdo it, right way up, upside down, because it's small text. Let's put, I'll do one more bit in this corner. Yeah, it is one of those weeks at the moment, isn't it? Iona, it is a kind of, well, the weather generally at the moment, it's up and down. I'm jumper on, jumper off. There we go. I like that. So can you just see how, if I wasn't going to be spraying or anything, I could put something, I probably would err towards this corner, and already your eye's drawn in because you've got all your detail around the edge. You got caught a fly. God, I wish my dog would. Hi, Sam. Oh, did everybody catch, or did anybody catch Sam's live in Junk Journals last night? It was epic. How long did it take in the end, Sam, to get it done? Because I have to admit, I didn't manage to watch all the way to the end. But yeah, all that Sam did the project that she did as a sample for us with Nunu's amazing Galactic Dreams collection. You know, the one with all the lights in the back. So she took us through that project from start to finish. So definitely watch that back if you want to see how she created that awesome kind of piece of artwork. Was it 2.5 hours? It was epic, Rachel, wasn't it? Avatar's not as long as one of Sam's lives. Right, let's add some stenciling. What have I done with the stencil? Here it is. I'm going to use our Baroque stencil. The fly's actually getting into the live now. I'm going to use our Baroque stencil. Now I've got the Stamperia Gold one already. So just to give us a different look or finish, if this one doesn't go well, let's use the Ranger. Is this just the matte? This is just the matte. I wonder whether I have the crackle that I do. I've got the crackle here because I was just thinking that will work nicely with the sprays because the sprays kind of highlight the cracks. It was a good watch, Jane. Sam, no, I'm not complaining. I admire your commitment. It's the Junk Journals and Mindful Mixed Media group, Jane. I don't know if Rachel's on. I don't know if she's able to put a link to that. But yeah, it'll be in the lives, you know, that end up being kind of stored at the top of the group. But definitely worth watching. Right, so this is a brand new pot of crackle paste. You can see here already I'm kind of going to be going over some of that stamping, so not being too precious about it. And you probably won't be able to see it. I'll show you in a second when bring it up to the camera to see the actual texture. I love this Baroque stencil. I do use it an awful lot. I'm probably horribly mixing up my architectural periods using this with these images, but hopefully you'll forgive me. So again, I'm wanting to try and capture just 3 little spots of stenciling. Oh, Sam, did you see my comment on your clock cloud that I left? Because you were saying, oh, I've not seen that again since I sent it. I left a message to say, yeah, that's because my dog, I left it on the floor in the craft room, and my dog thought that the planets were there specifically for him to have as a kind of toy, and he managed to remove 3 or 4 of them before I found him. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted you to know that that's what happened. So yeah, so I really am sorry because it is a gorgeous sample. In fact, I keep meaning to recreate the actual planets and then reattach them, but I haven't got around to it as yet. So this will give me when you looked at them. What were you looking at, Donna? Was it crackles? It's actually mystery solved, Sam, just in case you wondered what on earth I'd done with that sample, which I loved. So there, yeah, you can see already, you can see the texture there from our Baroque stencil. So let me just wipe down this surface before I stick to it. I know. What an admission to make live on air. My dog ate the sample. Oh, you're not on Facebook, Jane? No, you won't then. I don't know if there's another way of getting the footage and then I can put it on my YouTube channel. I'll have to ask Rachel and then ask Mr. G whether that's possible. So this is what I'm going to do now with this background is just one of the ways, obviously, that we can use our sprays. I mean, there are so many ways of using them. You can use them effectively as a liquid watercolor, and you put a brush in and color with them, and you can use them without the spray component as well. And sometimes when you have sprays that clog, obviously that's a good way of getting the color out. I typically haven't found so far anyway that Lindy's have been difficult in terms of clogging, so that's a real kind of positive on their part, particularly obviously because they do have some mica in a lot of them. So Donna, don't dog me in, mate. Don't dog me in. Yeah, I might have used them for something else. So yeah, there's loads of ways you can use your sprays and loads of substrates you can use them on as well. So obviously I'm kind of going for the most obvious usage here by kind of spraying direct onto paper, but certainly if you gesso onto things, you can use them on lots of different surfaces. Yeah, I don't know, Rachel, whether it can be done. So does she? Jane, I didn't know that. Right, well, I'll have to ask her. Emma, when I don't know if she's back from her holidays yet. Oh, Karen, those neighbours, aren't they troublesome? Right, so here we go. So I'm going to go with some sprays first and foremost on the background that obviously I've already got dry-ish with the crackles in. We'll see what surfaces. My plan is to use this beautiful big window image and stamp and colour that separately. It's obviously very easy to cut out because it's rectangular, and we'll be having that in this kind of right hand corner as the focal point. Now I have done other samples in the past where I've cut out the centre of this and then stamped onto acetate and done some beautiful kind of alcohol inks behind it. This is absolutely stunning stamp, this one, to use, but I'm going to go for fairly kind of straightforward usage for today's live. But yeah, I'll try and dig out the samples. When this was first released, I'll try and dig out some of the samples that we shared when it was new and put them on the Facebook group. So for those of you for whom this is a new stamp set, you can see more inspiration. So yeah, I don't know what Buccaneer Blue is like. Buccaneer Bay Blue is like. So we'll have to see, won't we? I've got, this is a messy pad that Jane Bolton kindly gave me to try and kind of help me with my inky messes. So let's see how successful that is. I've been using it, as you can see, snowflakes. It is a gorgeous window. It's a real kind of focal point image. So let's go. Do you know what? I'm just going to splat it on. There we go. Oh, that's not very blue. That's interesting. And this one really does have some strong sepia tones in there. Let's see. Maybe I've just missed the blue. No, it's not very blue at all. Let me add some bluer blue. I've got Screaming Banshee Black here, Sam, if you want that. Do you know what I'm going to do? While this is wet, this is another nice thing to do with your sprays if you want to mix your colours up, is you can of course add some Lindy's powders, some magicals directly to it, because it will activate with the moisture from the spray. And this one is one of the new ones, the Tea and Crumpets that Nunu and Martina recently released with Lindy's, and this one is Darcy in Denim. So this will have some blue in it. I know you need the Banshee, Sam. Oh, is that what was happening for you, Amanda? Oh, just how much blue in. Oh, I can see some blue now coming through. But yeah, it's definitely what was I say? The balance. I thought the balance would be stronger to the blue, and with the sepia as the undertone. But this seems to be reversed, doesn't it? Well, let's chuck some blue in. No, it isn't just you, Amanda. And these magicals, I don't know if Nunu's still on, but these magicals have got a different or a new shaker container, which is fabulous. So rather than necessarily having to use a fan brush, which you still can do, they've got these kind of little perforated tops for shaking out, like salt and pepper tops. Oh, is that right, Samantha? Oh, well, I won't see it more now because I've just whacked a load of Darcy and Denim on the top. But you reckon the blue will come through? Yeah, interesting. Well, I'm liking this combo though because of the sepia. It's obviously kind of going to mix with this Darcy and Denim and give us that grungy blue. It's a strange one. Do you know what I should do? And I will do, Amanda, is because of course I've now contaminated the colour with what I've just sprinkled on top, is I will spray it out on a kind of piece of blank card, let that dry, and then I'll share it with you just so that you can see if the blue does become more prominent as it dries. It's useful to know that with the shadow mist though, isn't it? You see, I've used this one, the Long John Silver, but then that was quite silvery. So that's I'll have to try some more of the shadow mist to see how the colour and the sepia kind of interact with each other. Look at this, isn't it gorgeous? I'm just, you can see as I'm letting it travel across the page, we'll see it in a second anyway, how it's dulling down the gold of the paste, and also the cracks are coming through a little bit more as well. Let's just let some of it off onto the blotting pad, because I'm not sure I want, it's not as dark here as it looks on the camera when I'm looking up at the screen. So I'm diluting it quite a lot here just to, let's blot a bit as well, because I want to add a few other colours in. Now I'm in a colour mixing mood. Oh, you need the shakers, Sam. Have you not got those? No, these are cool. These shakers are really cool. And the colours are fabulous. Well, let me show you, because I was using the other colours the other day for something I'm doing. So these are this is a mix. This is the cherry, past the Jam Jane, and the cherry something, and the pinky one mixed together. So how strong and vibrant those are. Really lovely. So obviously I think they've released 12 colours in and I've got the whole pack as a pack in store, but obviously I've got the individuals as well for those of you that have particular colour favourites or want to dip your toe in the water. I'm liking this. This is so nice. So I'm not sure this is a helpful answer for you, Amanda, but I know you're a fellow blue fan. One way of getting your blue in your Buccaneer Bay blue is to add blue. Add a different powder to it. That's really unhelpful, isn't it? Isn't that nice? It isn't as dark in front of me here as it's looking on the screen there. Now, I've got some. This is where we can see how adding the stamping is going to help, because I don't need to feel that I've got to completely cover this page, but I'm wondering whether we should add a little bit more of some other colours, just for the lols. What else have I got in front of me on there? Oh, this is purple here. No, well, yeah, it is. Haverscon Heather, which is dangerously close to purple for me. I don't know whether I really want to add that in. I don't think I'm going to add that in. Let's try some of the. Should we try some silver? I could try the Long John silver. Let's try that, because that will just give a kind of grey metallic look. It won't kind of conflict with the blue too much. So I don't know if you can see Jane in particular, where I've added that silver. It looks like the Buccaneer Bay blue. It's got that. The sepia is the first thing you see. So Sam's advice is probably very good advice. Is that as that settles in and we let the colour shine, it will get more silvery. But I don't think you're ever going to get a clear blue or a clear silver with these. But they're perfect for vintage makes. Yeah, it does look nice on top of the gold, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'm doing my usual thing and obliterating everything with far too much moisture. Has to be done. So I'm going to leave that to one side. I like that. I'm kind of liking it and not wanting to. You had the same issue when it dried, Amanda. The blue just didn't pop through. Well, that's really useful to know. I'll say I will try it, but it sounds like it's a very different beast to the Lindy's, to the normal Lindy's, where the colour will be typically the dominant part of the outcome. I'm just getting some of that silver off the edge. Yeah, this is looking as vintage as I feel. Just take a bit of that moisture off. Yeah, I'm liking it. So let's put this to one side. Rachel, I'm using the Pink Pig kind of mixed media paper card. So they sell it both, obviously they sell it in their journals, but they do also sell it loose. So I buy it loose and then obviously stick it into the journal. So I know the kind of effect I'm going to get with it. So it's probably not fine grade watercolour, but it does take quite a lot of mediums and quite a lot of moisture. But the nice thing about it is it's smooth. So from a stamping point of view, then I also feel I can get a decent result with that as well. I don't know what GSM is. I think it might be 280 GSM, but that is a guess. Right. So we're leaving this one to dry, and I probably won't spray that this evening, but I will obviously give it a spray and share that with you later. The cracks haven't yet started to properly form on the crackle paste. So let's get our big window into the scene. So this is a bit of the Pink Pig card that I cut off. Let me get my Eureka, because it was fine to do a bit of freehand stamping on the background, but obviously we want this one to be nice and crisp as the focal point, and it is a fine detail stamp. This is the first time I've stamped this one from this set, so hopefully we'll get a decent first impression without needing to prime it or do anything else. And what I'll do is ink it with the VersaFine Clair Medieval Blue, and we'll use some gloss, oops, that's gold, some gloss Superfine to get at least a bit of a raised edge, so we can add our colour inside. Here it is, gloss Superfine. I won't really need to use anti-static on this because it's clear. Yeah, you can speed them up. They're not completely stable, Ali. I have bubbled them in the past, but yeah, you're right. You can give them a bit of a bit, and they don't take long to dry. To be fair, it just always seems to take a long time when you're live. So we can always go back in if this doesn't take first time. I love this midnight blue. Oh, thanks, Angela. So the colour is in those sprays, the colour is effectively the mica rather than the pigment. That's really helpful. So yeah, that's why, Sue, isn't it? Where it's a brilliant blue shimmer, it's because the blue is the mica. I say, every day's a school day. Right. So giving this a good squidge. See what we get. It is a nice blue. Yeah, this needs another stamp. Should have primed it first, really. I found quality of these stamps is amazing, but I found I need to prime them more often than from my previous manufacturer. But the detail is absolutely spot on. Thankfully, the paper hasn't moved on me this time, because that's always a classic, isn't it? When you're trying to use a stamping platform and then the paper doesn't stay put. I'm not lining this one up again. I think that's pretty good, isn't it? Let's get some clear on it. Embossing powder. Priming, Jan. Well, typically, when I say prime, I'll either stamp them a couple of times off the main project that I'm going to use them for, with just normally the VersaFine, and then give them a wipe down. This is how I do it. Other people will have different ways, but then give them a wipe down afterwards, probably with like a microfiber cloth, so that if there's any residue being left on their stamp during the manufacturing process, that tends to lift it, and also that kind of VersaFine starts to give it a little bit of it's almost like a gesso for stamps, I guess. It gives it a little bit of hold for ink that you apply later. But yeah, so I'm just looking at comments, but other people may have different ways of doing it. But typically, yeah, I mean, certainly, for example, if I'm doing a live on telly or whatever, I'll try and avoid using the stamp for the first time live, because with some stamps you just need to kind of give them the chance to. So I think I've heard someone say get seasoned, get a bit of ink on them. So yeah, so if ever you get, I think we had a comment or we had a question in the group the other day. If ever you do get a stamp, I mean, sometimes they will have flaws inevitably, and that, yeah, obviously we'll replace that for you. But if your first time you stamp it, you think, oh, it seems to have missed a bit, definitely try giving it a kind of rub down, inking it up again, just to be sure that there's not something that's impeded the ink. Oh, fine nail file, Donna. That's brave. I'll be scared of damaging it, but it's worth trying. Bear with me. I'm just going to put the heat gun on, and then I'll come back to the question about storage. Let's see. It shouldn't take too long to heat emboss because the lines are quite fine. Has that echo gone away for those of you that were getting the feedback? There we go. There we go. Is it fine now, Sue? Cool. I'm on. I'm using the phone to Vanessa. I'm using the phone to film, and the iPad to look at comments and stuff. But I do have a jack in on the iPad to mute that. So if you're still hearing me twice, I'm not quite sure. You still got the Echo Facebook user? I don't know what it is. Oh, I don't know what it is. I'll ask Mr. G to investigate later. Hopefully it's not too annoying for now. Right. I was about to sit on my wet background. It would be one way of blotting it, wouldn't it? Right, let's get some colour on this. I was thinking, in the interest of so it's on Facebook, not YouTube. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that has all gone. So in the interest of using our sprays and having a bit of an explore, let's use this golden doubloons to colour in. So we've got a kind of almost looking like there's a glow behind the window. And we'll see how we get on with that. So I'm just taking the cap off. Another, of course, way I might use the Putin gold as well, because I do love this gold. Again, this is the magical, this is in the powder form, but I haven't tried my my golden doubloons. I keep calling it California Poppy. It's another one. But I do like the look of this, and it will probably, if it's a shadow mist, as we've just been learning, it'll probably have this kind of strong sepia look. Let me see how this pans out. Yeah, you see that's not gold at all. That's really interesting. It's a cool colour. I mean, as in cool, not cool as in cold. But it's not what I thought it would look like. I do like it though. Not sure it's got quite the pop of yellow in it though that I'm wanting. And it might look more yellow, as you say, once that mica starts shining through. But I'm gonna give it some oomph with the Putin gold, I think. You say my Echo is characterful, Rachel, or something else? Yeah, it is. It looks pinky, doesn't it, Jan? Yeah, it does look pinky, which is a sepia, I guess. Oh, I'm loving exploring these. Right, let's get a little bit of the this magical out on the desk, because this is a much stronger or kind of clean gold, if that makes sense. It will look good. You think everything looks good with blue, Amanda, but yes, I do agree with you. It does look good with the blue. So let's just, you see, this is a much more yellowier gold. Can you see? I feel like I'm probably bailing on it a bit early, this golden doubloons, but I'm also want it to look like there's a real kind of glow behind this window. You can imagine you could kind of colour it in all kind of strong mica colours and make it look like a really great stained glass window. Well, I will add some more golden doubloons in here though, otherwise they'll look two different tones. I haven't got this. There we go. Brush isn't wet enough. I'm probably contaminating But it's my birthday, so I will. Soft, lighter brown with a rich, bright gold shimmer. Thank you, Sue. I assume you're getting this information from the site, Sue. You're not actually like a walk in Lindy's catalogue. Very impressed. Oh yeah, I do like this. This colour's fantastic. The combo, I think, the combo of the colours is fantastic. I realise I need to speed up actually. So is it? I appreciate those of you not in the UK will not be going to Doncaster this weekend. But are any of you planning on popping in to Crafting Live? It's my first time I've ever done that show, so I'm looking forward to it. Hoping it's going to be a nice mix of different types of suppliers. Yes, I do like that. That first one, as you can see, is the richest, isn't it? I'll need to chuck in a bit more gold doubloons now to just rich everything else up. I do like it. Hi, Fiona. Well, I heard myself then. Too far? You're down south, Julie, aren't you? Scotland, Vanessa, yeah. It's a bit far. It's not too far for us. It's probably about 45-minute drive from where we are in Leeds. So it's a good show to do because we don't need to stay over. We can just go each day rather than having to pay for the hotel. Oh, thanks, Jane. You're not going this year. Oh. Did I see Julie saying that she's had some reflexology? That sounds delightful. Should we go for another colour? I'm hovering over my Magicals pot. I would put a bit of. Shall I put a bit of purple in? Just just a. Oh, shall I put purple in? Purple and I, as you all know, we're not great friends. I don't know. I'm poised on the purple, but I'm not sure I actually can do it. Can I do it? Can I do it? I know I need to make swatches, so I just have not got round to it. So if you could send me yours, that would be wonderful. Yeah, do you think red? Purple. Well, you see, Jane's very excited about the purple. Let's go with purple. This is Nunu's one from her Steampunk Soiree collection. This one's called Petticoat Plum. I'm not really going to properly clean my brush because I think it will. Oh, look at that, it's lovely. If a bit of golden doubloons gets in there, I don't think that's going to cause us any difficulty. Well, that's strong. Let me soften that a bit. It's a lovely colour. That's a strong pigment in this one. Oh yeah, that's a nice colour. Nobody tell Olga that we've got Olga's got a collection coming out in August that has purples in it. So don't believe her when she never gets her way. Oh, I was going to answer that question about stamp storage. I have looked into stamp storage, and I will do it as soon as I'm able to, because of the volumes that they need you to order in terms of getting anything that's certainly customized or bespoke. It's still a little bit of a stretch for me for Funky Fossils, so I have got my eyes on it, but still need just to grow a little bit more before I can kind of bring out certainly own brands storage, but I'd love to have some. Oh, hi Caroline. It's a nice purple, this, isn't it? I'm feeling it's a little bit strong here. Just going to pick a bit up with my kitchen towel. Yes, it is very royal, isn't it? It is a royal. I like it. Yes, I do think that's a nice combo. Whether it'll go with the blue background, but we've got gold in the background, so I think we'll be able to just about pull it off. Let's fill it in the rest of this with the Putin gold and the doubloons. And then Rachel's looking at the comments just to make sure that she can put everybody in the list for the giveaway. So that's two £25 vouchers and 2 pairs of A5 stamps. And if you are somebody watching back, then I will still be giving away 2 £25 vouchers on Monday, I said, didn't I? So if you watch and leave a comment, watch back and leave a comment after the live between now and probably Sunday night, then you could still get picked out to get £25. Now, what I will do, I'm going to speed myself up. I will colour the frame, because I'm imagining it being kind of like a stained glass leaded window. So I will colour the frame in with the pocket watch pewter after the live. But I will cut this out and let's see how this is coming together. And then I will probably finish more of it off the live, just so that I don't take up all of your evening, and also because I'm aware that there are other wonderful lives on tonight that I don't want you to miss out on. Particularly if you're on Facebook, particularly on, I think it is on Jammers, isn't it, Rachel, that Terry's on? Yes, Jane, it is a giveaway for my age. Unfortunately, my age in reverse. But, you know, I wasn't going to give you a 52% discount on the shop because I wouldn't be here next year, would I? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Facebook user. Yes, quite often people can't share and do the liking thing, but certainly knowing that you're on and watching is fabulous. I'm using ridiculously large scissors, I just realised. So because I'm cutting this out, fussy cutting, I'm not worrying about the little kind of draftsperson's markings around the edges of this image, because obviously that's not going to help me here. They're not going to help me here. But I love that kind of detail that they add. Those kind of markings on the windows and the shapes. Sarah, get some more pair of scissors, for goodness sake. There we go. There we are. So that's our shape cut out. Let's see how that comes together. And I've certainly learned a lot tonight about the shadow mists. So thank you, Amanda, for that. And certainly if ever there's anything you want to see, like a product you want to see used or ideas for a product, then please do always just either put a comment in the Facebook group or message me or something, just to get, I won't necessarily do it that week, but it's always useful to know what you'd find helpful to see. It is a glowy that is a nice combo, isn't it? That golden doubloons and the Putin gold. So I'm kind of holding this. So this is still damp, as you can well imagine. But I'm loving. Let me lift this up for you. So you can see, you can now see that kind of the mica, the sheen that's coming off those magicals, which is fabulous. And I love the way that that kind of blue is fading out to the edges where that we put that Long John silver, so that kind of sepia look is kind of going out to the edges. I'll probably shade the edges a little bit before I matte the layout for going in the journal, so that will give them a bit of definition. But we've got the stamping, and the cracks in the paste are showing through where the spray's made its way in. So yeah, it's got a nice bling to that. Oh, I'll check, Marcia. I think I've got a category on the shop called tools, and they're in there. I am a terror for keeping them in stock. I've got plenty of them, but I don't always update the stock on the shop. So I will check after this live to see if they're in stock, and we'll add more if they're not, so that you can get them while the discount's available. And what I'll do as well to finish this when it's all dried, and I've stuck it down, I'll probably give this dimension. I think I'll probably give this dimension. Another stencil that would go amazing with it would be Nulu's Cosmic Starburst, and you could have rays coming out behind it. Where have they gone now? What I will add, they're up here, is when it's all dried, I could have added one of the stamp sentiments from the architectural, but I'll probably add one of the sticker words from Nanika again, from her collection, because I'm thinking I could go for Be the Fool Who Dreams, or Let Your Soul Grow, Explore the Unknown. So again, these stickers don't necessarily need to be used solely with the kind of the space theme. There's lots of very kind of thoughtful, ethereal type of sentiments on there, and I like to add a sticker sentiment on a journal layout. I don't know why, but I just like the fact that that gives another little bit of added interest. So I might do a little, obviously I'll be adding my pewter to my window. I might do a little bit more. It may be a bit plain, but then as many of you will know, I do quite like my white space. So I'm quite liking the fact that this bit around the window is quite restful for the eye. So I may not add too much. I've got my detail on the border, I've got my texture, clusters, and I've got my focal point here where the sentiment will be added. So I think that's coming together quite nicely. Yes, Rachel, please press the button. Press the button for the random generator. It was my pleasure, Amanda. I mean, say I hadn't, in all honesty, other than using the Long John Silver, I hadn't tried these sprays, so it's really interesting to see how different they look from what you imagine in your head from the names. But yeah, I think this is going to work well, isn't it? I do wonder if we should use blue rather than purple, mind. Yes, they are in the same packet, Donna. Yes, they're back to back, and Donna didn't realise that she had two sheets of stickers when she got it. It does look gorgeous, Caroline, and equally, if as I've done in other samples, is if you actually take that inner bit out and stamp on acetate and put alcohol in behind, you get a gorgeous effect. Oh, Rachel's coming through with some winners for us. So £25 voucher to Angela Mitchell. Thank you for joining us, Angela. Oh, thanks, Jane. Thank you for my messy book as well. See, I'm putting it to good use. Number 26 is for Lamia. So Lamia, I will be sending you a code for £25 voucher for the shop. So congratulations. And then we've got our two winners of these stamps. And I will give you the choice. So if the two winners, if they both want the Zinsky or they both want the architecture, then I will give you those. So I will check in with you. I hope you are all singing happy birthday, Caroline. Nobody here has sung happy birthday to me yet today. And the boys are working now this evening, so I think I've missed my chance. Have you got any more winners for us, Rach? If she's gone missing, then I'll put 2 more winners on. Oh no, number 8, Karen. I don't know if Karen's still watching, but thank you, Karen. Well done, Karen. I will give you the choice of A5 stamps for you to have. And one last one from our Rachel. Oh, where are we travelling home from, Diane? How very rude. You can watch back, and Diane, if you watch back, say there's still a chance of being winning one of the 2 £25 vouchers. So do watch back or leave a comment when I go off air, and we'll go into that hat. And number 1 is for our April Sui. Oh, lovely! I didn't realise you were watching, April. Thank you. So that's a pair of these stamps for you, April, and I will check in with both Karen and April to make double check which stamps they would like to receive. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. I will faff some more with this journal page, but I think it's going to work out well. Love playing with my sprays. Love playing with the back in stock stamps and rediscovering those. I do love these stamps, and it's nice to be able to have a play with them again. Remember, anybody who hasn't already shopped, the code HOORAY25 will be alive until I think it's midnight tonight for 25% off everything in the shop. So you could just try out a bit of Lindy's if you've not tried them before. And other than that, have a fabulous evening. Hop over if you're on Facebook to see what Terry's up to on Jammers, Junk Journals and Mindful Mixed Media. And if I don't see you at Doncaster, then I will see you again next week. And thank you very much. And I'm off to have some lemon drizzle cake that my mum made for me. So I shall see you again soon, and take care, everyone. Have a lovely evening. See you. Bye.